Another cozy day in Bangalore, and if this weather continues, I might end up becoming a coffee addict. At this rate, my bloodstream might be 90% caffeine by winter.
Turn around and show your face. Let me see parts of you. Oh my, our bodies interlace, slow and easy. And I can reach you from a distance. I can, so beautiful. I can hear you within the silence. Ooh, we will.
Today's lunch is dal chawal with aloo bhujia. It's my ultimate comfort food. I had it with my mom's mango pickle and it just got upgraded to extra delicious.
Oh girl, your eyes so blue under those brown curls. Soon you're on your way, promise me that you know.
Another day, another crime drama binge. This time it was Candy based on real events from the 80s. The good news is it's a mini series, so I did not lose my entire weekend. Jessica Biel nailed it as usual, and the show kept me on the edge the whole time. One of my goals this year was to use up the fabrics I already own instead of buying more. 6 months in and I haven't bought any, so that's a win. I dug out a thrifted shirt I ripped apart ages ago and couldn't figure out what to do with it. I guess today is the day we make something out of it. I pulled out my trusty basic bodice pattern and traced it onto a new paper, adding 1-inch margin on the front just in case. I figured if the new pattern decides to rebel, at least I'll have the extra room for negotiations. I have a vest which I adore and I have worn it n number of times, so I decided to recreate it. I aligned the shoulders and started marking it. The vest is a bit tight, so I'm gonna add 3/4 inch to it. Marriage has not only added love but also added love handles. My friend says it's the happy hormones, but I'm pretty sure it's my foodie husband leading me down the path of tasty temptation. Whenever you're marking anything freehand, always start with a dotted line and then go bold. This way you can correct it whenever needed. Once you're done with marking, cut it out. Next, place the front pattern on the back pattern and mark the shoulder. After that, correct the neckline and cut it out. Now you have front and back pattern.
Go on now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind. Live, it's your life. Rocks are meant to be picked up and thrown.
That's the front piece and the lining for it. Now that's the back piece and the lining for it. The first step is to stitch the dart on the front and the back. You're gonna do the same thing on the lining as well. Next, you're gonna place the back on top of the front and stitch the shoulders. Place the back on top of the front with the right sides facing each other like they are about to have a private chat, and stitch them together wherever I have pointed out. It's like setting them up on a blind date and the needle's the chaperone. This is the easiest sewing project I have tackled lately. It only took me few hours to do it. Anyway, once the stitching is done, snip those curves. They are stubborn like you and me, and if you don't, they'll make sure your project turns out as wonky as a bad hair day. Next, flip it inside out and admire your handiwork. Oh, did I mention I scored this shirt at Texas Mart for just rupees 80? Total bargain. I have got another one in purple and I'm planning to turn it into a corset because why not give this bargain a glow up? Stay tuned for that fashion transformation. I felt like something was missing, so I went on a lace expedition in my drawer and found this gem. It's a perfect match. I'm gonna add it to the edges to crank up the cuteness. I added hook and eye, which I totally forgot to record. By the time I finished sewing, it was dark, so I couldn't shoot the reveal video, but on a brighter note, I got 2 Amazon packages. I ordered some bangles, and though they took forever to arrive, they are so pretty. I'm practically ready to forgive them for their fashionably late entrance. Let's see what's in the other package. This popped up in my recommendations, and since I had some Amazon points, I thought why not. So I ordered these brass bangles. I'm absolutely smitten. They're so simple yet pretty. I might just order 4 more and stack them up like a fabulous tower of bling. Time to cook dinner. My husband and I are such spaghetti fans that our weekends are basically a pasta party. Today I'm making something new, caramelized pasta. Oh, and I forgot to start recording. Sometimes I forget that I have a YouTube side gig that's supposed to make me a star someday. Anyway, I have just added butter and chopped onions and will let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes until it's golden.
Million thoughts are spinning round in my head. My boss holds it down, 'cause I'm almost there. Now I see you through the window when I'm walking on air. But I won't let you know, and I know how it goes. It's supposed to feel incredible. It's too bad you had to leave. Please come back now, baby, where were we? Said you changed, and a lot. Got the memories still popping up. Show me your heart, show you mine. You go first, I will whine. You're my soul, my heart, my beautiful. You're my first, my last, my wonderwall. And I just can't seem to get enough. It's because I love you most of all. Million thoughts are flying from my head. Let's kiss them away and stay in my bed.
This turned out so creamy and tasty. Lately, Instagram's recipe recommendations are on fire. Meanwhile, I'm diving into the new episode of Lady in the Lake on Apple TV. 4 episodes in and I'm loving it so far. I started watching it because Natalie Portman is the main character. If you like thriller drama that has somewhat decent plot, this is the show for you. Weekends are my husband's cheat days, and boy does he take that seriously. He ordered this fancy pull up cake, and his excuse was we are having friends over. But I have to admit, it was so rich and delicious that we all happily surrendered to the indulgence. Since I kept it in the fridge, the chocolate sauce stiffened and it did not serve the purpose for the pull up cake. But anywho, it tasted amazing. And then we started playing cards. It's my husband's favorite game, 29. Initially, I thought it's too much for my brain to take it in, but later I realized it's a fun game. After that, we started watching The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. My two brain cells were exhausted, they just gave up and dozed off. Not even Henry Cavill could keep me awake.
Guess our memories are catching up. You're my soul, my heart, my beautiful. You're my first, my last, my one.
It looks great with the skirt as well, and if you're interested in knowing how to make this gathered skirt, stay tuned for the next week's video. Until then, bye.